Hey everybody, welcome back to Sonic Colors here on SGB. Gotta be a little more professional now. And what we have here is it's a relatively
straightforward.
Yeah, it's a straightforward 2D section. More of a platforming challenge. It's not gonna be the last time we see something like this.
Which,
you guys like Sonic 1.
Yeah, doesn't mean I'm going to be doing it for this game.
Well, at some point or another, if we ever do decide to do the classic games, like again, because I do want. Actually, I want to do that because Ellie and I did those years and years and years ago. Before
Except
you were still a wink in your father's eye, Matt. We did them so long ago.
A wink in my hold on.
A
How old
glimmer.
am I again?
A glimmer in your father's eye. We did those so long ago. But
I think my father was dead when you did them.
your father died around
20
something in the mid 2000s. It was after high school.
It was 2 years after high school,
2007.
2007.
Okay, so SGB wasn't even a thing at that point. Some Call Me Johnny wasn't even a thing at that point.
In
Nothing was a thing at that point.
2 years after it would be.
Well, no, because I started in 2008.
Oh yeah, that's right.
SGB started in 2009.
Well, the Let's Play channel did.
Either way, the point is,
My father's dead.
I want to redo the Sonic stuff later down the road, probably for the 30th anniversary, but in 2021.
We do the mainstream. We do the mainline games.
'Cause we have all
2, 3, 4, episode 1 and 2.
Those playthroughs are so old, and there was only two of us. We were very green in this sort of thing. We still are for the most part.
My balls still haven't dropped.
Years, we got 10 years experience. We're fine.
Yeah,
My balls still haven't dropped since then.
but 3 is better than 2. If we're just playing a strictly numbers game,
Yeah, absolutely.
unless you're playing golf.
Oh, yeah. That's really bad. Oh, boy.
24, 25.
I can't count higher than that.
23,
comes
24,
after?
25. Not nearly enough aliens, said Mike Pence at the concentration camps.
Counting all. Someone counting all the aliens as people raid Area 51.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little aliens, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little
talking
aliens.
to ICE agents.
Oh, God, he is. Oh, yeah, this and I believe Sonic X were the first to introduce those 2 aliens, right? Robots.
No.
Orbot is just a remodeled Ergo. Well, that's what the nickname we gave him from Unleashed.
Yeah.
All right.
He has more of a personality now. This is the game that introduced Cubot, his cube companion, and basically, it is lackeys. The
But
scratch
they
and
also
grounder.
they play off him so well, though.
Yeah,
Which makes you kind of wonder why they wouldn't just go the route for scratch and grounder.
I like them more than scratch and grounder. If I'm being honest, though, because to me,
Scratch had a voice.
scratch and grounder.
Scratch's voice was annoying.
Well, they both had a voice. Nah, I didn't like the. I don't know. The stereotypical '90s bully gimmick. I feel was something that we already got enough of with like Bulk and Skull for Power Rangers. Orbot and Cubot, while still clumsy, I feel. I don't know. I feel that they could just tell better jokes with their kind of physical comedy and slapstick.
They're also really good in the Sonic Boom series.
Yeah. Well,
Well, like-
Sonic Boom in general is like the
really
best
good.
thing about Sonic in terms of writing.
Yeah.
It's
still love that fucking
It's a
prison
grossly
joke.
underrated show.
Like, if you haven't watched Sonic Boom, like,
really
don't let
should.
the games kind of hinder
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the games suck. Well, the 3DS games are fine, but the Wii U game sucks. But the show is fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, highly suggest you watch it because it's great stuff. The writing is fantastic.
And
I would watch that myself at the moment, but I'm too busy catching up on Justice League action.
what is that?
Basically, it's Justice. It's another Justice League series of cartoons that were on the Cartoon Network. It's not quite. It doesn't look as good as Justice League regular, but the action is really good for like 2 12-minute shorts in one episode, and it's actually and it gets really funny sometimes.
I was gonna say, like, it's about toy superheroes trying to stop the mayor. Oh wait, no, that's Action League now.
The
No, but
Maid.
seriously, I would recommend Justice League Action. That's pretty fun to watch on Hulu.
I miss Action League now though, because those were great shorts. Like, I really like that series.
You just like the Flesh because he was
All right,
super
so
strong and
much like
super
Eggman's
naked.
real big boy, that came and went really fast.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, that was the name
Like
of the boss.
like
It was the big boy.
like Eggman's boner.
Yeah, basically, that's what I meant by big boy. That was the big boy.
Just
And
like Eggman's eggs.
the thing about bosses in Sonic Colors is that they can either be a little long or they can be incredibly fast if you manage to get a direct shot at them with the corresponding color whiffs they give you in that stage. For Big Boy, they gave you the cyan whiffs. Obviously, that's the one they introduced you in this world, so they're going to give you that.
So
one.
naturally, the one that's going to take place 65 feet in the sky is going to only be hit with the drill whisk.
Yeah. I know.
Oh yeah, this cutscene was also the first sneak peek that they revealed.
This was the first cutscene to reveal Roger Craig Smith as Sonic.
I like
Yeah.
Tails' arrogance there. It's a binary code, so only I can read
read it.
binary.
Yeah, if you gotta get the technical finesse, fucking flaunt it. Just don't be an asshole.
Who are you calling people? We are aliens.
He's just said, oh my god, he said that.
Oh my God, Wispy, so many N-words with hard R's.
Oh my god. Hopefully I just mistranslated.
He said to get those. Oh.
Okay, yeah, I got to work on this.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what Tails has?
My mistakes are in binary, so only I can read it.
You know the funny thing would be is imagine like the Wisp speaking Spanish, but instead of Puerto Rican Spanish, it says Mexican Spanish, which is like two totally different dialects.
So the gist of Sonic Colors story is really just the classic
We're
Eggman.
by salad.
It's the classic Eggman versus Sonic plot.
Oh,
You
of
know,
course.
Eggman, instead of kidnapping little flickies and birds and creatures, Eggman is kidnapping
You
aliens.
know what though? This also still ties back into one of the core themes of Sonic. Environmentalism, nature versus nurture, and this game does it really well. Like it's like the
Well,
classic
it goes
Sonic
back
1
to
story.
it goes back to the
Right, like
the
you said,
beginnings,
it's
yeah.
a classic Sonic 1 and 2 story in the modern age, and it does very well.
Yeah. Something like this at this point in time in Sonic's 3D outings was needed just to hit a reset button. Because Unleashed, as much as it was a simpler story, anything simpler compared to OSX, really,
Book dicks.
it still had the
Bugaboos.
the bugaboos, but it still had because I enjoyed the world of Unleashed.
The world
Yeah.
of Unleashed
The
is
world
fine.
of Unleashed is fine, and the story is something we've already seen before in Adventure 1 and 2. Well, Adventure 2's... Adventure 1 more likely. You got the otherworldly being that hijacks the plot after Eggman resurrects it and all that sort of thing. That's fine. Back by then, by Unleashed, that kind of plot was tired out, and it needed to be put on the shelf for a bit. So what else do we have for Sonic at this point? Well, we have the classic Sonic versus Eggman that we
Yeah.
haven't really done since Sonic 3, I want to say. So to go back to a simpler time, I think, was really needed just to say, okay, we fucked up too many times, and we just need to hit a reset button.
Right.
And sometimes that's all you need to do.
Huh.
I'm not a fan of
Level 8.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of when a game does poorly or something like that. That's it. It's just straight up cancel. Don't ever do it again. No,
Try it again, you mean?
Just try it again. Learn from what didn't work and just try again.
Varies.
Oh, okay.
I don't
You
mind
just-
that.
all right. What do you
I
think?
don't mind it depending upon upon how big of a failure. Like, to use it, I don't have an example dead offhand, but I'm all for trying some new things here. And while it depends upon what it is that fails, I feel as though there are some elements certain games do not need in terms of story elements. And if the idea ends up being bad in execution the first time, like horrendously awful, that probably should stay on the cutting room floor.
And can you think of any example at all, like to help supplement your argument? Like, because I know you can. I know you can think of something. I know you can.
I kind of, it's just not coming to me at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, basically, you know what? Let me rephrase that. You ever... I can only say this from having watched a Let's Play of it. You ever watch a Let's Play of We Happy Few?
No, I know what game you're talking about, but
Basically,
it's
it's got like it's one of those games where like the idea was bad out the gate, or rather, the idea had promise, except they botched it on execution.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was one of those things where you can't realize how bad it was going to be until you put it in motion, and then once you put it through motion, that's the only time you see how bad it is. Like I said, I got a better way of saying it. I'm just not putting the words out right now.
All right. I feel an idea is different than like the actual gameplay itself, unless the gameplay stems from the idea that was written into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're getting at.
Yeah.
But in my case, though, it's like you think that ideas like should be. I hope you weren't stuck.
Yeah. It's cake. I'll just eat my way out.
You'll die diabetic shock.
No, eat up, stupid.
Die of diabetic shock before you even made it through the first layer. Some ideas just don't work, in my opinion, and some ideas, like, while they can work and it's worth another try, It depends on if you could really make the execution work the second go around.
And like for We Happy Few, you think it's just shot out the gate.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. If you're bad if the idea doesn't work straight out the gate,
Yeah.
you keep trying to refine the formula, you're just gonna polish a turd.
Yeah, but now it sparkles.
It sparkles, yeah, but it still smells.
It's a
bad.
sparkling turd.
We put jimmies on it.
Like it's a sparkling turd, but in the end of the day, it's still shit.
I love this segment, by the way. You're now racing towards missile launchers, and you're trying to play it safe and speedy at the same time.
Mind the Eggman bumpers.
They're
The little trolls they are.
Yeah, basically, it's like it's one of those things where you hit it and it'll bounce you up, and then you're gonna get bounced right into a missile.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh shit! Never actually grabbed that thing on the way up.
Are those jelly beans in there?
Yeah,
It's all
you're in a
sweet
fucking
nut.
you're in a level full of food.
Yeah.
Well, sweets.
Fucking, I need insulin just looking at this stage.
Yeah, seriously. Nice stomp.
Yeah, so this is Sweet Mountain, and again, I've said it time and time again. This soundtrack is amazing.
Yep.
Sonic Colors is one of my favorite scores in Sonic history, and I cannot get enough of it. I think this was still I'm blanking on the name.
I'm checking.
I'm thinking it was the same person who did Unleashed.
Jun's no way.
Oh, it's like Nobuo Uematsu. You know, yeah, that man. I know that guy has range, but goddamn.
Wait, Slayer did this?
Yeah. Chop suey.
There's no one down again with that one.
Yeah, so you might be noticing that little egg shuttle that's hovering around this. If you ever want to revisit this game, you can actually replay all the stages front to back, no pauses in between if you board along the egg shuttle.
There's a few composers.
Oh, lay it on me.
Tomoya Otani,
Which
He did Unleashed.
He does. Yeah, he did Unleashed. And he does a few other things too.
Kenichi Tokoi.
Any accolades for that one?
No.
I don't recognize the name. Off the top
Same
of
thing with Fumie Kumatani.
my head. I know that one as well.
Name rings a bell, too.
Hideaki Kobayashi.
Okay. A lot of folks.
I think I beat the shit out of him in a Yakuza game.
Mariko Nanba.
Okay.
And Naofumi Hataya.
Okay.
All I got out of it was a bunch of Japanese. I'm sorry to say. I have no idea who any of them are.
Well, yeah, because they're Japanese.
Well, it's one thing to be like that. It's another when you have hear the name of the composer. Yeah, that went bad on you.
Here we go.
If you run over
Oh my God.
If you run over the gingerbread people in this world, did you kill somebody?
If they're sentient.
So this is what Bubble Bass's order would have looked like in SpongeBob. Someone actually made that actual
I
order.
saw that and it looked gross.
It looks so disgusting, but it's like
What is it?
Bubble Bass's order from SpongeBob.
Oh,
the
okay,
Pickles
okay,
episode.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, someone actually binging with Babish. That was the channel. He actually made the whole order.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, all of Bubble Bash's things were slang you hear in certain
Yeah.
kitchens.
Like, I knew that much, but I never actually seen anyone actually make the damn thing.
Oh yeah, it's
Because,
okay.
you know, at Squidward, we
He-
make food here, sir.
Like he actually had to get walls for it to actually stand.
Oh, my God.
It's huge.
It's like stacking up all the Sega games
Oh, God.
to make the Ultimate and Knuckles compilation.
It's huge. That's why it's like a huge.
Yeah, it would have to be.
It's
It's about as big as this burger that's in the
like
background.
you know the phrase "that's a tall order."
Yeah.
That's literally what it was. It was a
Ayo.
tall order.
Quite literal in this case. Yeah, just to compare versions real quick. The one thing I don't like about the Wii version of this game is that you can't homing attack wisp capsules at all.
Really?
Yeah, you can do that in the DS version of the game, and I'm not kidding you. That actually saves a lot of fucking stress. You know, because you can make some really big jumps, and you got a wisp capsule along the way of the path, and you don't want to break your stride, so you just homing attack the capsule, and continue boosting along there. You can't do that in Wii.
But at the same time, though, one good thing about colors, though, is that you're never absolutely fucked if you
No.
don't have the wisp unless it's for a certain red ring.
No. This is one of the easiest games in the series.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's absolutely fine. I think for a game that, again, needed to get Sonic off of his feet after, again, Unleashed, kind of missed the mark on that one. You need something that's accessible that kids can easily pick up, while still not being brain dead.
What would you say is the easiest Sonic game? Then Flicky?
That's not really a Sonic
Tails
game.
is
No, not Tails of Adventure. Tails of Adventure is actually pretty punishing it by the second half of the game. Tails Sky Patrol. That's probably
Sky
one.
Patrol.
Sky Patrol actually gets pretty hard though by the end of it.
Is that the one where Mouse Self's power is in the floor is lava?
Yes, that is that one. We throws rings at witches and bears and shit.
So what would be the easiest Sonic game then?
This sounds like 70s cop music.
T.J. Hooker.
Yeah.
Elliot, I think Colors, really. Colors, Sonic 4 Episode 1, because that game drowned you in lives.
I think John Joe lives and it sucked.
Yeah. I mean, there's that too. The actual quality.
I was gonna say mediocre at best, but okay.
No, I wanted to say I'm sorry. It was like some people were like, it took me a few moments to realize how bad Sonic felt in Episode 4. I'm like, dude, it took me 5 seconds.
I would say Sonic 4 is mediocre. I wouldn't call it a bad game. It's
Yeah.
mediocre. You know.
The physics were way off for me. I didn't like it.
Well, I didn't like the game's controls either. But even then, as a game, I think it was okay. But that's all I can really say. And sometimes that's worse.
I understand that mentality though. Like sometimes you want to say like the game isn't bad because it doesn't do anything wrong. I'm like,
yeah,
that
it doesn't do anything.
For me.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything right.
Yeah, like it took me a while when you first brought that idea up to me to process it. When you meant boring is worse than bad. Nowadays, I kind of get it because with bad games, you can at least play armchair developer. No, I'm serious. Like,
yeah,
it always ends up bringing up the discussions of what went wrong, how they could have fixed it, why they did this, or how it fucks everything up and stuff like that. Boring, you can't even do that. And that's the sin with Devil May Cry 2 over DMC. I could at least talk shit about that game for years. But Devil May Cry 2, I can't even muster that. I was like, oh, this is just dull. Dull.
It's dull.
It's boring. It's bland. It's shit.
It's boring. It's bland. It's wood.
It's dull. It's boring. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good.
All of these games are dull.
Jesus Christ, it's dull. Holy shit, it's dull. Give me something else to play. I'm screaming.
Dull from Blammo. I miss the fucking back.
I miss Ren and Stimpy.
Okay.
So what are we looking at there?
Teacups.
Those are teacups, yeah.
Up.
It's
I was looking at what Sonic was looking at up there, but all right.
Teacups.
That's it, just teacups?
Also the gold ring.
Oh.
I was like, where my lives at? There we go. Whoa.
Nice. Over there.
By the way, every time you see this cutscene here, that means that the rock, whatever Wisp You Free, is now available on every level you can get him in.
Yeah, basically. Okay, but we'll finish up Sweet Mountain in the beginning of the next part. Oh, that poor fucking Eggnik over there just fell off the damn spaceship.
Now he's going to hell.
Shout out to
Robot
I
Hell.
love
There
them,
he
though.
goes.
They have way more personality.
Yeah,
this game.
compared to Heroes, where we saw them, they were
Yeah.
just pretty much hit points. These things are now look like they actually have goddamn fun.
Yeah, they wear chef hats. They're samurais. They're attendants at a carnival. I love it. I really do. Well, we'll catch you guys next time with more Sonic Colors here on SGB. Have a good night, everybody.